more to read, I guess. Let's take a look if we find something else. Alright, that's some stairs leading up. And we got more notes. Cauldron Lake. Isn't that where's the Alan Wake is set? This looks like the right way. Can I open this? Yeah, seems everything's out of power.
Probably a loose power core somewhere.
Okay, that's something up there. Let's take a look here. Darling investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation D845 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of blank sector personnel seem to be wholly unaware of any such blank contained here. One blank confirmed the blank's codename to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name was inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. Correspondence, KC Inquiry, Mr. Denise. A request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, especially on our disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the interagency information exchange agreement, I had some paper pusher gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Yeah, I remember the name, at least the name. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing this name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. Cauldron Lake update to Chief Investigator Denise. It happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for a blank. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough. But why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House research station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Blank Lake, Cauldron Lake, probably, if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. If anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Esteves. Esteves. Let's see if we can get the power going here. Or if there's something else to read. Which there is. Multiple things to read. And loot! Boop! Shaded facet, okay. 2 things to read. 3 things to read. Certificate of Achievement for years of service to the Bureau. Okay. Let's read those then. Official findings report. Summary per authorization from Mr. Kirkland. Blank blank was launched into the blank of Director Sasharia Trench. Or Sakaria Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff, has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff, although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter. Witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the dimensional research wing and the blank kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's blank as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank, and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to file blank for full report. Underhill background. Summary. Dr. Roy Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. Okay. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Okay. Correspondence. Trench official warning. Kirkland, I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You're traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zakarian Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Okay, so probably Kirkland and Darling felt that something was off with Trench and started to request investigations. But okay. Can I? Maybe that was unnecessary, I don't know, but I did it anyway. Okay, so maybe we need to take that one up here. Let's see, item is not in Bureau custody, none known. Description, altered effect. A Frank L. tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion, considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Oh wait, isn't that from Alan Wake as well? I remember something like that. Like that was one of the bosses. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farms outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communication staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mr. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Let's see. Ethics investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation P1429 was launched into the legality of the prime candidate program blank by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank. Blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic blank of paranaturally inclined blank. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human blank. This investigation team unequivocally blank the prime candidate program and recommend that it be blank immediately. It sounds like they wanted to shut down the prime candidate program about Jesse and Dylan. That's actually a new thing that we received. Huh. Okay, let's get down here. More stuff to read. Keystone inspection. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped a keystone on our way to the target AWE, like you asked. I'm sending my reports directly to you to try and keep a lid on the Groom and Morales desertion issue. Or Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams, like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. It reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guy working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So came through there. We need that one.
There. Now that gate should open.
Yeah, I think we checked pretty much everything. Wow, there was a lot to read up here, or in the beginning. We'll open this and use the fast travel. More reading. And go up to Pope and talk with her, since the Bureau asked us to get rid of her, so I want to see if there's an actual conversation about that. But first, we got some more readings to do. Specimen Escape Assessment. The purpose of internal investigation X0397 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI1 that resulted in the deaths of blank agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researcher's note on the specimen from the internal network. On the blank of blank, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive blank. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. 1. The air filters were changed, and 2. An hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Blank entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. See interview, yada yada yada. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Blank's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the blank. Investigation is ongoing. So let's fast travel, so sealed firebreak. Okay, pretty big place. But I guess we're just gonna go across like this. Okay, so 2 paths to take and then a third final one, I'm guessing. Something like that. Let's go all the way back up to Central Executive and talk with Pope. If she's here or if she's still down in Foundation, I don't know. You here, Pope? Yep.
Where are the files on parasitic entities I asked for?
I found a couple of relevant files in Dr. Darling's.
Hi, Jesse.
No, I guess not. Nothing new here.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon. Yes, ma'am, Director Faden. Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
Maybe she'll pop up in this new area, and that's when we have the discussion about that. Gonna play for maybe 15 more minutes or so, and then I'm gonna take a short break to refill something to drink.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Sealed area, okay. Blessed Organization. This group individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. We read about that during the Foundation. That's the camera, the altered item that we fought in like the little side quest. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Oh. So Blessed Pictures, we got Blessed Repair and Services, and he went with the name Chester Bless, which is probably not his real name. I'm guessing just... Interesting. Oh. Click, click. Wasn't it 3 is the magical number?
Do we know each other?
Oh.
This feels familiar.
We're back
I
here.
can't seem to... I've forgotten. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Bright Falls. Aren't those like
Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself.
Plus
Working on this
pictures.
together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Yippish.
Endless. Darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding.
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
Those swirls look like black holes of some kind. Which might be...
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
I'm curious if this is like...
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
I wonder if this is gonna be like a big... like way of making it a trilogy. So first they have Alan Wake and then they release Control, and with there was this Easter egg with Alan Wake in the base game, but now we have a DLC apparently where he himself is like a big thing, and the whole case of Bright Falls. So it would be interesting if this is just a like spin on everything to build upon that, and later making a third game, maybe a new Alan Wake game, who knows, but to make it like a trilogy of some kind. Or maybe not even Alan Wake, since, or who knows, maybe we get to play both Faden and Alan Wake in the third game. Traverse the Ocean View Motel. Right, that's the name of this. Wait, I wonder if we, during this, we get to final exit over here and we're in Bright Falls or something like that. So let's see. So that's not creepy. The electronics are going like crazy. This is a bit spooky. I'm just prepared to like turn around and suddenly something is standing there looking at me. I don't know. Like down in the corridor, someone running towards me or something. So we found the keys.
Dr. Emil Hartman.
Yeah,
Devoured.
here we go.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Okay. Oh, how it's like always. Strange trying to follow the story of all of what's happening. Oh. Hang on, we have a note here. Why can't I pick that one up? Okay, so the key isn't for that. Is it for the pyramid? Of course it is. Great, we're back. Lovely. Oh, that's evil. That's broken. That is probably too far away, I'd say. Maybe it isn't. Can I? Let's see if this door opens up. Nope. Okay. We are going down there then. Ooh, blood. So that's the first time we've seen those things like in this place, or enemies at all. What? I bet since this focuses on Alan Wake, which is a horror game, there's gonna be a bit more atmosphere and scary things going on. It's just my guess.
Damp and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Anything new in here? Nope. What the fuck? Maybe we'll actually see the things that happen in Bri Falls. I'm thinking like the shadow enemies and all that. Dodge efficiency, okay. Let's see if we can get another. Yeah, we have a control point over there, I think. That's a good spot to actually take a little break.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
Whoa, this is so fucking trippy. Okay, we're going to the abandoned offices. Just gonna take a look in this vault first. Oh, weapons mods. Oh, oh wait, I think all the ones I already have are better. But let's actually clear some space here. I'm just getting rid of all the third ones. It's 4, 5, and preferably 6 that I want. Ammo gain from taking melee damage. Oh, okay. And recovery on weapon hits. Oh, 3 on the... Oh, shield strength plus 70. That's pretty good. And get rid of duplicates. These are duplicates. Another duplicate. Yeah, and I think... yeah, let's get rid of that one. Okay, that should be fine. So, got rid of all of that, and we can cleanse this, or claim the control point. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't think... or maybe we should grab some more countermeasures here, like... what was... that's the foundation containment. Is there something... kill his elevated? Sure. Like... just gonna get rid of foundation, 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 foundation. In the foundation, using Pierce, kill his snipers in the foundation. Using charge, kill enemies in the executive office. In charge mode, no, I have the Pierce. Kill his snipers with the service weapon in any mode. Sure, that works. So, okay. I'm gonna take a short little break. Because I need to refill my drink and use the bathroom, so let's say a 5-minute break. That should be enough. And I will be right back.